The following show has been rated P for pinball and is not suitable necessarily for young viewers, or any viewers really. Viewer discretion is advised. In fact, it's discouraged.
Toasty!
Hello, pinball people. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic hump day. I hope you are all done with your shopping for the holiday, because it is time to get into this night 2 of the Turkey Trot. Are your pants wet? Are your pants wet yet? Because I got my pee-pee pants on. The scores are getting tight, as we will see here in a minute, and that's good for some, good for entertainment value. But it's going to be a nail biter right down to the 20th. That's my prediction. So anyways, where do we want to start tonight? Let's see. Scoring. I did this. I said it all wrong last week. I said there were 25 points per game. I don't know where the hell I got that. I think I got it because there are 5 different ways to score, and I thought they were each worth 5. You can do that math. And that's how I arrived at 25. But I'm going to show you, this is just for Jaws. Every pin that is insider connected is, in fact, able to compete in the tournament, which is probably one of the coolest things ever. I think, like I had my eye on a few pins out there, and now that Stern is doing stuff like this, I can't really think of another. I can't think of a reason to buy another type of pin. So we'll see what's coming next. But if you were to twist my arm, I would say it's probably going to be a Stern, as long as they keep stuff up like this. But anyways, let's go over to the goals here. What are we looking at? So you have 5 different ways per game to score in this tournament. Those 5 different ways are ranged in points from 5 to 25, equaling 75 total points per game. The 75 points tops, which means anything you keep playing after that doesn't really do you any good for the tournament. That's kind of made me a little bit lazy in terms of my gameplay here. As soon as I get to that 75 points, or I know that I'm or I know that I can't get some of them, and I've gotten everything else, I'm kind of already over it. I think that's probably one of the strategies people are employing. So that's something to kind of keep your brain on, keep your eye on, keep your thoughts on as we traverse through this this set here. But the first things first. So the first 5 points that you can get on Jaws is just to score 30 million. That is pretty darn easy. I mean, if you have 3 balls and you average 10 million a ball, you would kind of have to just let that thing. You just have to let it drain to not get 30 million. Yeah. There are a lot. So there are a couple different Marfrago. There are a couple different pin apps out there. A couple different pin systems out there for scoring on other pins. Like for example, I would love to have something like this, like on old '90s pins, like my Lethal Weapon. If I could plug in and there were tournaments going on for '90s stuff in my house that didn't involve, contraptions of very specific natures and weird LCD screens, I would be all about it. But Stern comes just ready to go, and they just announce it, and it's time to go. And this is just the first of, I think, 5 different tournaments they're holding. This one's now till the 20th, and then after that is the next one, and then so on and so forth. So, yeah, man, it'd be fantastic to see something like this from Spooky, because I'm actually a bigger fan of their pins than Jersey Jack. But I think if you're going to see it from anybody else, it'll probably be Jersey Jack next. Although they seem to be focusing more on family entertainment centers right now. Although that could there's a lot of news about that, so just check it out. It could be a fluke, but who knows. Anyways, first 5 points, 30 million. Really nothing special to talk about there. Just get the points. Second one is to start a shark encounter. This is again, yeah, I have to agree. I'm also a huge fan of, like I said, of a lot of what Spooky's doing. There are a couple of Jersey Jacks I'm a fan of. I'm a huge fan of some of the 90s pins I used to play back in the day. I'm big on nostalgia. It's my favorite drug of choice. But, man, Stern is just killing it. There is a reason they are number 1. There's just there's no denying it. Anyways, starting a shark encounter, that's just starting one of the main modes in the game. You pretty much do that by accident, even if you don't want to. I have said on multiple streams before that I usually get to my billion-point strategy without starting modes, or by avoiding them entirely. However, in this, just starting one will get you that next 10 points. So we're already up to 15, and you're not doing so bad if you're already that far along. Take a look at goal 3 here. This is where things get a little more challenging. Medium is collect a 3 times quick shot. So what that means is not only do you need to collect a quick shot, meaning from the mini harpoon lane, or from the mini lane to the harpoon lane to hit the fin, it means that you must have accumulated 3 rollovers to equal the 3x on that shot. So either on your first shot, second, third, or third shot, you will have completed that, but you have to do them in succession, obviously, if you are going to combine multipliers. That's where we get into quick shots and things get a little more complicated in terms of scoring. However, I would say probably 50% of my first quick shots that I complete in the game are at least 3x. So, yeah, I can see where they made it medium and not super hard. Goal 4, in my opinion, is probably the hardest of all of them, which is interesting. Goal 4 is completing a chum line in under 45 seconds, which is essentially the most realistic version of this is the first chum line for Jaws Multi-Ball 1, which as far as I'm concerned, what that means is from the moment I'm plunging, I am trying to get that chum line finished. Because if I can just knock that thing out quick and deal with the rest of all this stuff on balls 2 and 3, or from having a good game just on the rest of ball 1, then at least I get 20. I mean, 20 points is one of the it's the bulk of individual points that can come from a specific challenge. So I will say that of all the ones that I find to be challenging, it's this one, especially in a game like Jaws, where the slings and the pop and the lanes love to do their dance and just keep the ball floating up in the middle of nowhere and keep it from getting back to your flipper, regardless of what you do. So that 45-second mark, pretty challenging, which means that from the plunge, I am going for my first multi-ball, which is my first chum line. And then, last but certainly not least, we have complete one of the Quince Level 1 challenges. This, again, I don't think it's super hard. I think it depends on which one you get, right? If it's the left orbit, right orbit chum bucket, a little more challenging. That shot can come so fast down that left orbit, down that left harpoon, the left quick shot lane, that sometimes you don't have a chance in hell of actually springing that thing off there and actually making the shot to the right orbit. If you get the center shot, right orbit, harpoon, or chum bucket, then I don't know. I mean, I think my percentage on that is probably nearing 75-80% completion on being assigned it and then being able to complete it. But those are the 5 ways to get points. 5 through 25, 75 total. That's how you get on the board, and that is how you level up through the tournament. All right, let's go over to the board here. Yeah, man, Marv Vargo, the skill shots. You're not wrong. So skill shot 1 obviously is pretty easy. You can miss it though, which is frustrating. But fairly easy, right? You're just hitting the pop off the soft plunge, no big deal. Skill shot 2 is where I think the hardest skill shot of all the 3 of them. I don't think anyone out there would argue that. That's just a no-brainer. Just managing to park that ball just perfectly down there is something that takes tons of practice, and even with all that practice, even when you're in the zone and doing it right, you'll still fuck it up sometimes. I don't think there's anyone denying that that's true. A lot of times, for when you're playing a competitive gameplay and you're not necessarily just trying to do this tournament scoring here, but a lot of times people will just say fuck the second skill shot and go for the super secret skill shot, which is of course soft plunging to a flipper and then managing to hit the shark or boat captive ball so that it hits either the lit light or the center light. I can't remember which one. It's not going to matter because you're not going to be able to control it that well, but you're just going to basically hit it as hard as you can right up the gut at that shark target. And then what's nice about that is not only does that light gear, but it starts a shark encounter for you. So you can actually kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way. Also, it's progressive, so then it skips your second skill shot. If you're feeling lucky, or if you just get lucky and you get that second skill shot, and then you want to go ahead and try for the super secret skill shot right after that, you still have some options open to you. That's 2 free pieces of gear for just skill shots. I say free, of course, because it's sort of insinuated air quotes because it's not free. You're lucky half the time to even get anything close to that. Yeah, super secret skill shot. Check it out. There are 3 secret skill shots in the game. There is one which is just the chum bucket off the plunge. If you manage to miss all your skill shots, just hit the chum bucket, you'll get the secret one. The super secret one is what I told you, and I think that the other version of the secret skill shot is to hit the captive ball so that it triggers one of the rollovers, but not the lit one. So you still get the secret skill shot award. I believe it still starts a mode. At the very least, it gives you a longer ball save, but you don't get the gear from it, like the super secret or from skill shot 2. So something to be aware of when you're trying to blast that damn center ball. So, anyways, let's take a look over here on the left. The leaderboard top 100. This is the most recent load. Like, I loaded this right before going on the air. Ralph has pulled back ahead of me. Console Kits is way out ahead of everybody by at least 1,000 points. I think Console Kits works from home, and I'm envious of him. I'm stoked to see that there's some heat being turned up, and then Aaron at We Buy Pinball, Conks R Us, Michael B, get with it. get on your pinball machines. You own these things for a reason. Come on out and play. We want to see some numbers. But regardless, I know Ralph and I are neck and neck. He's got a few more options to choose from, so I'm not sure if one of his pins at home might have some easier ways of getting those points. But honest to God, for the tournament, really ain't that many hard ways to get points. I would imagine for each pin, there's probably one challenging way, and the rest of them are probably pretty straightforward. So, before we waste too much time and everybody else pulls out too much further ahead of me, let's dive right in. Of course that happens. So as you can see, though, I was trying to point out is that my first quick shot was already ×2. So the next one, if I get in order, it's going to be guaranteed ×3.
Shoot it. Now. Now. Kill it! Now! Whew. Leave that barrel line. There are two ways to deal with this problem. You're either going to kill this animal, or you're going to cut off its food supply. Larry, we have to close the beaches.
bounty hunt. A Mako shark has been spotted in East Beach.
No luck with that quick shot yet. Sailor Gare. Whoops.
When he runs, you drop that rope or you'll lose your hands.
All right.
I seen fingers torn out at the knuckles. Old Seaman's home's full of them.
So we got what? We got the first three. So,
Shoot again.
not so bad.
Super secret skill shot.
Slow ahead. Stop playing with yourself.
Yep. There we go. Alright, so actually I think that was the first two, so 15 points. Not fantastic, but, you know, not a bad warm-up game.
Y'all know me. Go higher and lower.
Fish finder active.
That was a perfect example of what I was talking about at the beginning. So I was going immediately for the chum line right there, and upon the first brick off of the chum bucket, the ball was floating for, by my count, a good 20 seconds. So this game is that's a very good idea for a challenge in this game.
Skill shot.
I was going to get the bounce off of that.
There are two ways to deal with this problem. You're either going to kill this animal or you're going to cut off its food supply.
Larry, we have to close the beaches.
Skill shot.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Shoot it. Now. Now. Kill it! Now! All right, let's see how long that barrel takes to bring him up. I'm coming around again!
All right, well, that's not so bad.
Shark has been
Here's the big 25 points.
Back into the cave again.
Gotta make sure you hit that that rail shot from the right side, or from the right angle rather. All right, play one more and we'll check out where everybody else is at here. See here. This always seems to get bumped at some point. There we go.
Then you tell me my business again. It's not gonna be pleasant. I got you $3,000. Tracker collected.
Yeah, man. Kick back. Hope you're having a nice Wednesday night.
Let's see what bounty is available. A mako shark has been spotted in the marina.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Shoot it. Now. Now. Kill it! Now!
Well, shit.
Very smart, very dumb.
Yeah, man. Jaws is. I gotta say, I know it's always gonna be some. You know, it's gonna be a debate over is the favorite of what designer. But I'm absolutely loving Jaws. I got this in April of this year when it came out, and I don't think I haven't played it a single day. So. It's an absolutely amazing game.
I'll catch this bird for you. It ain't gonna be easy. But it's not gonna be pleasant. I got you my neck a lot more than $3,000, G. But I'll catch him and put it for 10.
So was that 45 seconds? That's the question.
Shoot it. Now. Now. Kill it! Now!
shot.
Have to take a look at where the scores are in a minute. Oh,
It's really a miracle of evolution. All this machine does is swim and eat and make little sharks, and that's all.
Yeah, you know, I will say that as far as rules go, so this was the first pin that I bought new in box and learned on, like, while they were making the code while it was in my home. And I will say, like, stepping up to Godzilla or stepping up to Jurassic Park, even Jurassic Park I find is a little more, like, right out of the box intuitive. But once you get a handle on how the game is supposed to flow, I mean, again, everyone's going to be different, so no one's right or wrong here. But once you get a handle on how the game flows and, like, what benefits what, and which things are supposed to come before other things in order to get the most out of them, you know, also if you're a big fan of the IP, it's just great. So yeah, so I'm a huge fan. There we go. There's a ×3 quick shot. All right, what do we got left? What do we got left? 30 million. Startup mode. We haven't started mode yet. A little bit of night swim.
Gauge collected. Bounty hunt. A mako shark has been spotted in the marina. Switching on the fish finder. There we go. Feeding frenzy. Dart collected.
bad. Not so bad.
Boys.
So if anyone's wondering why my whole playfield just went much darker than it used to be, it's because I actually just blew a fuse, or rather broke a circuit. Give me just a few moments, because I just got to run and hit the breaker. I got something that turns on automatically at 5 o'clock, and if I forget to turn it off. There we go. That was hilarious. I don't know how many rest of you have that problem. Too many electronics in your home arcade. All right, let's see here.
I can go slow ahead. Come on down and jump some of this shit.
There we go, that's a little machete action. Yeah, I have a home arcade and stuff, regular life stuff for the rest of people comes on. And I got it on timer so that I can try and manage it, but pins and arcades, man, they take power that I don't think anyone anticipated for the home ever. Jaws multi-ball 2 action there. And I just go ahead and drain, because that's the way it is.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Okay, now that game's over, pardon reload you're about to see here, but let's take a look because I want to see where we all stand after going into this tournament this evening. So, well, at the very least, I'm back beating Ralph again by 45 points. 45 points. I'm back in the lead with Ralph. Man, console kids, Justin, you are just slaying it, brother. Almost to 3,000. Does he eat? Does he sleep? Is he a pinball playing machine? We may never know. We may never know unless you catch him where he can be caught on the onlines and on the podcasts. But I mean, just this alone, though, man, being able to compete with your buddies, some of whom you've never met ever in real life, across large distances in pinball tournaments in your home. This is something that, you know, back in 1993 when I was in arcades, this was a dream. Wanted that last chum marker.
You got city hands, Mr. Hooper. Been counting money all your life.
Shoot it. Now. Now. Kill it! Now! Alright, let's see how long that foul takes to bring him up. Stay on the barrel! I'm coming around again! Bounty hunt. A minnow shark has been spotted in East Beach.
That's hilarious. Like I said, I've gotten lazy, man. I've gotten lazy in my play because I know I'm just going for those five things.
And it wasn't Jack the Ripper. It was a shark. Use this.
think he's got under the boat.
Well, where are we at here? So, it's Wednesday night. I had to move my time slot up a little bit. I might keep it here. There are some very popular pinballers, pinball people, pinball crew that go on at 7, which is what I was doing on Wednesdays. And I'm sure everybody, that's where everybody wants to go. Not that they necessarily would be here, but I know that's where a lot of people watching people play pinball are. And they are flipping out pinball. If you haven't checked them out and you dig anything about what I'm doing, check them out because they are fantastic. But regardless, I think I'll probably move everything up for my channel on Wednesdays to 5:30 maybe, if I don't move it all to Thursday altogether. But Wednesday's rough because I'm still on the clock. Well, I'm not really on the clock, but I took a break to do this. So let's go out the right way. Let's go ahead and do a little 4th of July, close out the show.
The beaches are open.
Big fan of this mode. I never get to see it in regular gameplay because I don't play the shark encounters for my score or my strategy. But this mode would be worth it alone if I did.
There's big cats win here, though. Be glad to swim. Get caught.
Wow.
We'll have to take this abuse much longer. Get the super jackpot. Super jackpot. We will be open for business. Get the super jackpot. Super jackpot. Super jackpot is lit. Super jackpot. We need summer dollars.
Wow. Wow, brutal. All right. Toasty! So, what did we learn today? Oh, hey, I got a high score. That's one of the things we learned. You can get a high score with an incredibly bad game of 4th of July. So hopefully going over the individual challenges that you have to complete for Jaws was helpful. Again, these are, I'm doing this from my home, but you can do this on the streets, on the mean streets of pinball. And if you are doing this out there in the wild, and you are having a good time and getting high scores, you can go ahead and shoot me if you want to. Either put it in the comments, or shoot me an email, midlifearcade@gmail.com. I'd be happy to add you to my list of people that I am following to see how close we are in the competition, because the more the merrier when it comes to a little bit of friendly competition. Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful time. I know that I did because, well, it's playing pinball, so how the hell could it not be a wonderful time? I will be back here when? When will I be back here? Probably not tomorrow, but definitely Friday, and Friday is the 20th. So the tournament ends the 20th, so that'll be the last day of the Turkey Trot that we'll be doing. So hopefully I might even do like a endurance stream, like an Ironman stream, just to close the gap on Friday to see if I can't get ahead of the folks I'm targeting on my list. But anyways, as always, this is Lawrence Adams from the Midlife Arcade saying that we are the Pinball Underground, and I'd like to wish all your scores be high and may all your balls be extra. See you next time.